Hello, and welcome to the Jarsking podcast. This is where we explore the intersection of, design, science, and commerce. I'm your host, and today we're diving into a really fascinating field. It's something that's changing how we sell literally everything: neuroaesthetics. Now, I want you to just picture this for a second. You're standing in a store aisle. Your eyes are just scanning dozens, maybe hundreds of products. You pause, you reach, and you choose one. All in a matter of seconds? So what drove that decision? Was it a conscious, a well-reasoned choice? Or was something deeper, something more primal at play? Research consistently shows that over 70% of our purchase decisions are made right there, on the spot, in the store. Yeah. And we spend, get this, a mere 3 seconds. Just evaluating a product on a shelf before our brain makes a call. Wow. In that tiny blink and you miss it moment, your product's packaging, it becomes its most powerful, most persuasive salesperson. This is the world of neuroaesthetics. It's the science behind designs that actually sell. So what is neuroaesthetics exactly? Well, it's a term that was coined back in the late 1990s, and it describes the study of how our brains have a measurable physical response to beauty and design. It's pretty amazing. It's a field that proves beauty isn't just, in the eye of the beholder. It's actually rooted in our neural circuitry. When you look at a package, your brain just kicks into high gear. Your prefrontal cortex directs attention, your amygdala generates an emotional gut reaction, your visual cortex processes all the shapes and colors. And here's the kicker. Studies suggest that 85 to 95% of this entire process happens subconsciously, right? Your brain has already made up its mind before you're even aware of it. So how can brands tap into this incredibly fast, subconscious decision-making? Well, it all starts with a few key principles. First up, symmetry and balance. See, our brains are hardwired to love symmetry. From an evolutionary standpoint, we associate it with health, safety, and genetic fitness. In design, a balanced, symmetrical layout creates a sense of harmony that the brain can process with very little effort. It's like a visual sigh of relief. And this ease of processing, it generates a positive emotional response. It just feels right. This is why so many luxury cosmetic brands use those clean, centered, and balanced layouts. It communicates sophistication and quality without saying a single word. Okay, next up, let's talk about color. Because color isn't just decoration. Now, it's a direct line to our brain's emotional centers. Different wavelengths of light, which is really all color is, they trigger distinct neural responses. Blue, for instance, often engages brain areas associated with trust and calm, which is why you see it so much in pharmaceutical and wellness packaging. Red stimulates excitement and urgency, perfect for grabbing attention in that crowded beauty space. And green activates regions linked to nature and health, which is essential for today's eco-conscious brands. A partner like Jarsking, with their expert color matching, makes sure these neurologically informed choices are executed perfectly across glass, plastic, you name it. And then there's this secret weapon that artists and architects have used for centuries: the golden ratio. This mathematical proportion, it's roughly 1 to 1.618, and it appears everywhere in nature, from seashells to flower petals. Our brains are literally built to find it inherently pleasing. So it's no surprise then that studies have shown that packaging designed with the golden ratio not only gets higher preference ratings from consumers, but can even increase purchase intent by as much as 18%. Wow. But how do we know all this? This is where neuromarketing comes in, and it has some seriously cool technology. Techniques like fMRI scans can show us which parts of the brain light up with activity when someone's looking at a design. EEG tracks electrical brain activity in real time to measure attention and emotional engagement. And maybe most directly, eye tracking tech.
It creates these heat maps that show us exactly where people look first and for how long. This technology has proven, time and time again, that our subconscious brain often reacts very differently from what we say we prefer in a survey. It gives designers concrete biological data on what truly captures attention and triggers that subconscious, "I want this" feeling. So let's look at how this plays out in the real world. The beauty industry, it's a masterclass in applied neuroaesthetics. Think of that premium perfume bottle on your dresser. It's not just about the visual design. The substantial weight of the glass, the smooth, cool finish, that satisfying click of the cap. This is a multi-sensory experience. Our brain associates that weight with value, and the smooth texture activates regions associated with luxury and self-care. We're also seeing this major trend towards minimalist luxury. And this isn't just some fleeting style. It's a brain hack. Minimalist designs reduce cognitive load, right? It makes the product feel modern, sophisticated, and easy to understand. In the cannabis industry, neuroaesthetics is helping to completely reshape public perception. Brands are strategically moving away from old stereotypes. They're using sophisticated, clean designs with premium materials, refined color palettes, and these choices trigger neural associations with wellness, science, and luxury, not outdated stigmas. And what about sustainability? This is a really interesting frontier. There's this well-documented phenomenon called the green gap. It's where people say they want sustainable products, but their actual purchasing behavior, it doesn't always follow. Neuroscience offers a solution. It shows that when sustainable packaging also has strong aesthetic appeal, that gap closes. A product in a beautifully designed, recycled, or refillable container, it activates both our moral satisfaction circuits and our brain's reward system. It's the ultimate win-win, really, proving that eco-friendly can also be desirable. And Jarsking is at the forefront of this movement, with innovative options like PCR plastics and elegant refillable systems that prove sustainability can be beautiful. So, what does all this mean for a brand? Well, it means that packaging design should never, ever be left to guesswork or just subjective taste. By applying the proven principles of neuroaesthetics, you can create a design that speaks directly to your consumer's brain in a language it instinctively understands. It's about mastering the science of first impressions. It's about choosing colors that evoke the right emotion, using symmetry to build trust, and selecting materials that feel just as good as they look. Working with an end-to-end partner like Jarsking, who combines these scientific insights with decades of manufacturing excellence, it just gives brands an incredible advantage in a crowded market. With over 30,000 existing molds and rapid prototyping, they can bring these neuro-optimized designs to life so quickly and efficiently. So the next time you're shopping, I invite you to take a moment. Notice which products seem to pull your eye. What colors, what shapes, what textures are you drawn to? You might just find that your brain is making more of the decisions than you think. Now, here's a question we'd like you to think about. If you could redesign the packaging for a common household product, say laundry detergent or toothpaste, using these principles, what product would you choose, and what one change do you think would make the biggest impact on how people perceive it? Thanks for tuning in to the Jarsking podcast. Until next time, stay curious.